All right, hey guys. So we are online. I'm live streaming to multiple spots. So you guys, if you're following me on YouTube, you can watch this on YouTube too, and Facebook. All right, so I'm going to be answering questions that you guys sent me and posted. Are you pooping? Huh? Someone's over there leaving me a package. Hi T, or is it Ellie or L? So I'm going to be answering the questions that you guys. Let's start with this first one here. Am I Jamaican? Yes. I was born in Jamaica, raised in Jersey. I came here when I was 3 years old. I've been in the United States. I used to just go home for Christmas and summer. Most of my family is from Jamaica. Let me stop bouncing. Hold on. It's just a habit when I sit on this ball. I just be bouncing around. All right, so yeah, so came here when I was 3, and then from there I just look at my accent. My dad I grew up with my father, and then going home to my mother in the Christmas time and summertime. You know, and my husband so happens to be Jamaican. It just happened that way. I didn't choose that way, but he just happened to be the one that I ended up with. All right. What's next? Did I suffer from morning sickness? So if you're online now, or you can type your questions and I'll answer those too. Down at the bottom. If you're on Instagram, you'll see it in the question sign. You can ask. It says "Ask Nardi a question." Yes. Yes. All right. So, what's the question? Did I suffer from morning sickness? As far as like not being like throwing up, no. So each pregnancy I had, this is my 4th one. No throwing up, no vomiting, but I did feel some nausea, whereas I felt the urge to throw up. Sometimes it was very faint, but not to the point where I wanted to throw up. And that was mostly like my first pregnancy felt that way. And the other 3 was very easy. Just a little nauseous, but not like to the point where I felt like I wanted to throw up. So no morning sickness. I did feel tired a lot in the first trimester. If you see me looking 2 different places, that's because I'm using 2 different cameras. So bear with me. All right. So I did feel tired a lot in the first. I did suffer from headaches. I do suffer from migraines, not even being pregnant. So being pregnant sometimes just amplified that. And that was mostly in my first and second trimester. With this pregnancy especially, and Naomi, which was my second one, I had a lot of migraines. I am not very big on taking medication, so I didn't take Tylenol or anything like that. I would just try to just rest and just breathe, meditate. I'm very non-compliant when it comes on to taking. They say Tylenol is safe, but I try to stay away from everything that's not natural, or especially when I'm pregnant. Even when I'm not pregnant, I'm not very big on pain medication either way. So I just don't like reading the labels and they list all those side effects and you're like, hold up, should I be taking this? So I try my best not to. And I just use natural remedies like eating nuts, drinking more water, making sure I'm eating good foods for the headaches. All right, next question is, are you having labor pains and just not telling us? Do I look like I'm having any pain? No, I'm not having any pain. And I will tell you guys as soon as the baby decides to show up. I'll come in my stories this time. Last time I didn't say anything. I just was like, oh, he's here. But this time I'll post I'll try to post, because you know, sometimes you're in pain and you just like, you don't want to deal with nobody. You just want to sit there and woosah your moment and deal with it. But I will definitely try to post in my stories and have you guys follow along with that. All right. So no labor pains. The only pain I'm really feeling right now is that sometimes when I walk, I feel pelvic pressure, or even if I'm not walking, I'll just get up and I'll feel the baby very low in my pelvis. So this is why, like, I sit on the ball a lot, or if I'm sitting down, I do the butterfly, which is your soles of your feet together, open up your hips, and trying to get the baby down in the pelvic. All right. So that's what but no pain, no pain, no pain, not right now. All right. What foods do I recommend for a flat stomach? This ain't flat. All right, Caleb, leave that. Don't try to knock over the camera. So good. Look, when it comes on to belly fat, especially if you carry belly fat, right? For me, I would say, let me tell you my stubborn areas. My arm, like right here, I have my mother's arms. My stomach, yes, and my thighs. They like my let go. 3 trouble areas, right? You can't spot train, but you can eat good. And what works for one person isn't going to necessarily work for you. So it's usually like a trial and error. Sometimes your body is sensitive to certain foods, right? You just have to pay attention to what you're eating. I'm a creature of habit, where when it comes on to food, I generally eat usually the same things over and over and over. So this way, and this is also the best way for you to monitor your diet when you're trying to lose weight. If you're all over the place, you'll never know what works and what doesn't work, right? So if you stick with something, especially like when I give people a meal plan and like, oh, it's the same thing for the next 4 weeks. Yes, you want to see what's working and what's not, and then make the adjustments from there, right? So if you're carb sensitive, maybe if you're gluten and you don't know, as you get older, certain foods start affecting you. You know, what you could do when you were younger and you get older is not the same. So I can't tell you specifically what foods to eat for yourself, but I can tell you what foods in general may work, right? And the best thing is always dark greens, healthy carbs like sweet potato, brown rice. You eat nice lean meat, right? And you want to clean up your diet. That's the first thing you want to do anytime you're on any weight loss or even weight gain, right? Because when you want to gain weight, you don't want to gain fat, you want to gain muscle, and you want to gain that healthy weight. So it's all about eating clean, right? Eating healthy. And again, trial and error, pick things out of your diet that works and add things in. So if you're eating a lot of vegetables, that's always a plus. It's always a balance, right? You're eating lean meat. I am a big advocate on eating clean. My household is like that. My husband, he's Jamaican, so he likes to eat a lot of carbs and a lot of starch. But in general, we are fish eaters and chicken. We try to stay away from red meat. But if you're going to eat red meat, you want to have it at least 85% lean, 85, 90. All right. And stuff like that. There's no quick fixes. There's nothing special, right? No one's out here taking magic pills that's going to make your stomach flat. If they are, they need to share it with the world, because I know everybody would, right? But again, trial and error with your diet and see what works for you. I think this says, how am I? I am good. I'm doing good. How are you guys? Okay, let me see. What's another question? It says, nothing to ask. Only thank you. You inspire me. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys following my journey and supporting. Says, I want to start home workout. What equipment do I need? So in my link, I'm gonna post it here in YouTube and Facebook for you guys later. But if you go to getupwithnards.com/links, you will see hot links, so things that I recommend, and there's a list there for home workout tools that you use that I think is things that you should have in your arsenal, right? So get some dumbbells. If you can afford the selector weights, get those. They're really great. I had the Bowflexes before, and I say this all the time, before I even had a home gym where my whole entire garage is my studio. I was outside, right, with one pair of dumbbell, and you made it work. and I was even just body weight, and then I started adding stuff in my basement, right? So you can get the selected weights, put them on your Black Friday list, invest in yourself. Self-investment is really great, right? So add the selected weights. They have Power Block or Bowflex. I had the Bowflex, but I think I would recommend the Power Block because they have this square shape. So when you put the weight down, it's more stable when you're doing certain movement. You want to put some resistant bands in there. If you're going to do resistant bands, I would recommend you get the 2, which is the long bands, right? And the long bands, you could get those, the ones that are separate where they have the handles on it, or you can get the ones with the that are long with the loop. And then the short mini bands, which they tend to call booty bands, right? Pop the booty. Okay, so booty bands, right? You can get those. But if you only have enough money to just get the long bands, you can always lap it around and do the same thing that the mini bands are doing, right? With the long bands, you can mimic the cable workouts. So if you see someone on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, YouTube, and they're doing the cable movements, those are what the bands are for. So the same thing you see, sometimes people have to see things for them to understand how it works, but it's the same concept. So you get the little hook, you put it in the door, hook it in the door, and you're doing the same lat pull downs and the cable rolls and the flies, everything with the cable that they're doing, you can do it with the bands. All right. What else would a stability ball, one of these, right? Not just for my pregnant mamas, but you can use it as a bench, right? Not to step on, but it definitely helps with balance and core strength. And if you're weak in those areas, the core is the foundation, is the building block. If you have a weak core, the entire body might start hurting, right? So you can use the ball to do a lot of things that a bench can do aside from stepping up on it. What else? You can get a Plyo box if you can afford that. Stuff it in your closet. That's where I used to put mine. And what else? Yeah, those are the things I think you can start with. You can even get the pull-up bars, right? And do some pull-ups and stuff. Work on your pull-ups. So 3 things: resistant bands, dumbbells, and the stability ball, just to get started with, and you'll be great for your home gym setup. All right. Somebody put, not a damn thing. You just my superhero. Thank you. You okay? This one over here tumbling over. Let me see. How often do I work out? Okay. So I get this question a lot. I'm sweating because this room, I don't know why I come up here. This is like an attic room and it's freaking hot and the fan is way over there. The AC don't blow right up here. Alright, so look. How often do I work out? I work out. I stay active every single day. And what I mean by staying active, just making a conscious effort to move around and move my body. But as far as like physical exercise where I have a planned routine, I would say when I'm not pregnant, 4 to 6 times a week, right? And in those 4 to 6 times a week, my workouts usually broken down with lift days, hit days, and that's it. And then I'll try to do stretching and foam rolling while I'm doing those things, because honestly, I really don't have a designated day to stretch and foam roll because I'm really lazy with stretching and foam rolling. So I'll do something quick, like a 5-minute stretch or a 5-minute foam roll at the beginning and the end of my workout, and I'll get it there and get it done, and that will be counted as my stretching and mobility work. And then I'll do hit. Hit is about 30 minutes. I try not to go past 30 minutes with hit, because when I'm doing hit, trust me, I'm working, I'm pushing myself. That's the whole purpose of high intensity interval training, is to push yourself. If you're doing hit longer than 30 minutes, I think it's not really ideal. At that point, it's not really hit anymore. It's something else, right? So call it something else, circuit training or whatever. But so I do that. I try to keep those under 30 minutes, and that's including the warm up and the workout, and get it done. Then I'll do lift days. So days where I'm not jumping around and being too aggressive on my body, where I just focus on body part, where I'm doing legs or I'm doing back and things like that. I love to do hits, so I do it more than I do regular lift days. And most of my hit days are total body workouts. Now that I'm pregnant, in the first 2 trimesters, I was working out the same 4 to 6 times a week, doing the same type of exercises, the same type of training that I was doing before I was pregnant. Now that I'm in my 3rd trimester, I'm just tired. And again, like, I do feel some pelvic pressure at this point. So I do what my body tells me to do. So I will do like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes of something. And it's usually hit because I don't like to count. So, and it's total body. So I get everything done. And I do that 3 times a week where I'm using weights. And then 2 times where I'm just focused on, I'm actually really focused on mobility here, because I want the baby to come out easy. And then I walk. I try to walk every single day. I've been walking almost every day. I want to say I've been good about 5 times a week for the past 4 months. And walking only like a mile or 2, you know, and most of the time I'm with the kids, so I'm just cruising, not really timing myself, easy pace. And now I'm making a better effort to do it every single day, because I want this baby out. I want him or her to just come out easy, smooth, and that's it. So I would say, so yeah, 3 times a week of actual lifting and then walking. So that's my workout for now. When I go postpartum, you know, it's on and popping. We gonna get some. Says, you inspire me. I'm almost 36 weeks and I never stop exercising. Great. And congratulations on your pregnancy. I wish you a safe journey to the end and healthy baby. And anybody else, and anyone else that's watching that's pregnant, congrats. Safe journey. Blessings to you guys. This one says, what is my pregnancy diet like? I eat the same thing that I eat when I'm not pregnant. I'm not a junkie. I don't eat junk a lot. I would say the only exception now is that I do eat things that when I'm not pregnant that I eat now, because I have a craving for, careful. Hold on,
Yeah.
You good? Someone left me a package. I'm gonna have to come off real soon. Thinking of the place. Alright, so my diet, like I said, I'm a creature of habit. I generally eat the same things. So I guess I could do like a mini reel on that for you guys. But my breakfast is usually oatmeal or eggs, avocado and toast. Nothing fancy. Like when you're a mom, thank you. When you're a mom, you don't really have time for all of that anyway. You're making stuff quick. You know, you got 10 to 1 and then 2 others and then 1 in the belly. So oatmeal, eggs, toast, you know, protein, a smoothie, and that's pretty much it for lunch. For lunch, I'll have either a full smoothie and when I make a smoothie for lunch or a meal replacement, it is packed with everything in there. And I use First Form as my supplements, which I use, hold on. This one here, the vegan one, right? Or I use the level 1 protein, which is this one here. And the links for all of this is in that same getupwithnards.com/links. You will see that my recommended supplements. And so the only supplements I take now while I'm pregnant is the protein and the multivitamin for prenatal vitamins, and they're all from First Form too. So here's my prenatals that I use, and again the protein. So I mostly drink the vegan protein one, but sometimes I just have the taste for the other one because it's like vanilla ice cream flavor. So I use that one, and it's really nice. But when I'm making a protein shake for meal replacement, it has everything I need in it, which is all my macros. It has my protein, my carbs, and my fats, and then I add like my micronutrients in there, which is like spinach and some fruit, right? I guess I can do that for you guys, make a little video blog of what I eat in a day. And then on other days I'll have like a chicken sandwich or a salad. I don't eat a lot of carbs, but I do eat carbs, and most of my carbs are either breakfast and dinner. In lunchtime, I'm not a very heavy eater in the daytime, so it's mostly the meat, which is the protein, and some fruit and salad, right? Stop. Thank you. And for dinner, we'll have chicken and rice. Nothing it's nothing spectacular. Like I said, I'm a creature of habit. I'm just boring when it comes out to food. This is probably why I don't post food often, because it's the same stuff all the time. So, but I'll definitely be doing more of those so you can see. And then every once in a while, you make a special meal, something different for your family, and this is what I do. So every once in a while, we'll make something different. And again, we're Caribbean, so most of the time the food is from Jamaica. Why you keep giving me that? Stop tearing the stuff off. So I'm going to post that. I'm going to make a vlog for you guys so you guys can see that. What is your nutrition like? It's the same thing. Finding food is hard. So I eat a lot of whole foods, right? So, and I'm a big veggie eater and fruit eater. So if you don't eat well now, you definitely need to eat. Make it your habit. Make it your lifestyle, right? It is. And when you're doing it, you have to make the adjustments slowly. That is my number one recommendation. When you go in there, you're like, I'm going to go on this tea diet, or I'm going to do a 20-day detox, or a 20-day smoothie and salad diet. It's not realistic. You want to keep something. You want to keep your diet where you can sustain it. Diet is how you eat and what you eat, right? It's not diet as the word I'm on a diet, right? It's how you eat and what you eat. So take things out slowly. And this way, like I said, this way you can also see what works and what doesn't work. And going down to 1,200 calories right away is not ideal. Did you just bite me? It's not ideal. So say on an average day, or your maintenance calorie, or it's about 2,500, but you want to lose some weight now. You're gonna adjust and make it bring it down to like maybe 22 or 20 or 2,000 calories, rather than going all the way down to 1,200. Because if you can lose weight, if you can still do what you're doing by exercising and lose weight at your calorie intake is still high, why not? You never knew if it was gonna work because you didn't try it that way. You went all the way down to 1,200 calories right away trying to lose weight, but instead of just adjusting your calories slowly, about 500 calories below your maintenance maintenance intake, and then adjust from there. 200 next time. So it's 2,000. It was 2,500 for your maintenance. Then you go down to 2,000. You lost some weight. You plateau. Okay, now I can adjust. Now I'm gonna go to 1,800. All right, you lost some weight. I plateau. Now I'm gonna go down to 1,600. Okay, you lost some weight. You may not have plateau, but you need to, and sometimes it's your workouts that you need to change up, not only your diet. I'm sorry, let me take that gum out my mouth. So maybe it's not just your diet that you need to fix. You also probably need to fix what you're doing physically, right? So fix your food, adjust slowly, and then go from there. Find foods that you like to eat, right? Don't try to be somebody else. It's not ideal. It's not going to work for you. You got to find what works for you, right? What works for you and your body. You're an individual person, and you're made up of all different things that's inside. I could tell you what works for me, and I could tell you what works for the general, and then you can just make your adjustments from there. So find the fruits that you like to eat, find the veggies that you like to eat, and stick with that, and then just work with that. Why this thing says my phone is dying? It says, how have I dealt with being pregnant, motherhood, and coronavirus? It has been rough. These kids has been in my house, like, with me since March. I took them out of school before school even locked down, and they've been with me every single day. I think we're both, them and me, we're all tired of each other. But they're back to school now. I'm used to them being with me, so it hasn't really been too stressful. The hardest part is now. At the beginning, I was still in my going into my second trimester, so it wasn't as tiresome and cumbersome. Now it's more like, man, I really don't want to get up and move around, but I have to. And so I think now is the biggest challenge, but they are back at school. I think the new challenge for me will be when the baby comes and dealing with that. But we've been safe. We've been social distancing. If you guys follow us on the Cunningham family, you can see that they stay at home with me. We do outside activities and stuff like that. I try to make it work. And because it's more than one of them, they entertain each other. So I can take a break, which is the best part. Let me plug in my phone 1 second. All right, sorry, phone is dying. Come here, don't touch that. I was trying to unplug something. Okay, next question. Let's see if I can get through all of these. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Do I have a pregnancy program? Yes, I have a home one, a gym one, and a follow along. They are on my website, getupwithnars.com/fit-for-2. So if you're at home working out or at the gym, and it's for all trimesters, all fitness levels, do check it out. So I am trying to... Do I have any issues with my back on my journey? Yes, I do suffer from lower lumbar pain already. Prior to, I was in the military, so I had a couple back issues before I even... Oh my gosh. Guys, I just realized that this thing... I just realized that I was not in the stream on the computer. So I did suffer from a couple back issues, and now I use the foam roller for that to help me out. The ball helps out with that, and then just like stretching. Certain exercise does make it get inflamed more. Like if I do deadlifts, excuse me. If I do deadlifts, those tend to affect my back. So I just do workarounds and stretch, and it's all with my back. I definitely pay more attention to my core strength, so that will help you. Look, the whole army is here now. I sent you to go bathe. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Did you clean up where you guys ate from?
Mm-hmm.
All right. When she's done, it's your turn.
You don't believe how fast.
How fast? How fast? How fast?
It was like.
All right,
1 minute.
Come back. I'm almost
1
done.
minute.
All right.
Let's go back.
Oh, Nyla, feed the dogs, please. Thank you. Skin looks amazing. Yes, thank you. I use cocoa butter. That's my secret. And I don't use anything special. And then I use shea butter on my belly and olive oil. Nothing too special. I'm very simple. I try not to make my life too complicated. Plus, I really don't have time to spend in the mirror much. So I'm very lazy with doing certain things. In the wintertime, I don't even lotion my legs because they're not showing. Let me try to get to the questions. How old am I? I'm 36, I think. Last time I checked. Yeah, 36. I'll be 37 in November. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm very blunt. Very straightforward type of person. I'm your ride or die. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Maybe sometimes too blunt. For my husband says something, he'll go, Lord Nadia, you know, have no filter. So if you can understand me, you know what that means right there. November 26th is my birthday. And this year it's on Thanksgiving. I will be eating something. I'm gonna figure out Okay, do I use medication during labor? No, I am 100%. Every baby that came out, no epidural, no nothing. Just push them suckers out and focus on pain management by breathing and woosah. Alright, this one. See this one? You good? You ready to be big brother? He can be so stink sometimes. He like, get off me. He's over here trying to use the computer watch. What are you doing, huh? Huh? Alright. So yeah, natural birth. I didn't tear during labor. Yeah. Naomi was my easiest, which is my second daughter. She was 2 pushes. Came out. 5 hours of labor, like from the start to finish. It was only 5 hours and she came out. Caleb was easy too. He started around 11, like feeling like aggressive contractions, active labor, and then he came out after 4 in the morning, like boop, I would say, but he had a big head, so took him 3 pushes to come out. All right. How do I stay motivated? I don't know. I just want it. You know, this is my lifestyle. This is how I live. And it's just like comes like anything else in my life. Like I wake up and I brush my teeth. Excuse me. Exercise and fitness comes like that to me. As far as being motivated, I am more motivated when it's time to lose some weight, because you know you're trying to work and you're like, oh, I'm gonna look good, it's my birthday coming up, or trying to get back into that dress, or something don't yeah, right, you did this. So that's really my motivation, and I just like feeling good. Like it makes me feel better on the inside and outside. I feel like I look younger, my skin looks better, my energy level is better, my mental state is better, and that's my motivation. Sometimes like I just want to, this is my getaway, my de-stressor. So I'll go in and go in the gym, and I'll be lost in there for my 30 minutes or to an hour of workout. Why are you pushing me? How did I get into fitness? Oh, I started this my whole life. Put your foot down. So I've been an athlete my entire life. I ran track, I swam, I played soccer. And when I say these things, like I was on teams. So I was on a swim team, I was on a soccer team, I ran track, and I played volleyball and softball. I was the captains for those. And I joined the military and stayed with those till I injured myself. I had my foot was broken when I was in the military. So, and that's pretty much when I kind of stopped doing certain things. So you won't see me run as much anymore. So my general cardio does not require me running around a lot, but I do HIIT training, which helps out with that cardio. All right. Yes, you're scratching me. So it's a lifestyle for me, okay? And it should be a lifestyle for you. And I try to implement that with my kids. I involve them, especially as a mother. Sometimes it's hard to find your me time where you can get the workout done. So I bring them with me. It'll be a chaotic mess, and sometimes it's more stressful with them in there. But at least I get it done, and I feel more accomplished. And they're learning. They're seeing me do it, and they're learning along the way to live healthy and eat healthy and do all these things. I don't force them, so when they don't want to do it, I don't. With Nyla, I can pretty much convince her to do it, which is my oldest one. If she tells me no, I'm like, come on, Nyla, come on, and she'll do it. Naomi, she's her father's child. So I don't force them to do it. Most of the time they come and ask me too, like, hey, mommy, I want to work out. So, and that's how I make that work with them. Do I count calories, and what apps do I use? I do not count calories. I've been doing this for a long time. This is my lifestyle. I coach this, I mentor this, I teach this fitness thing. So I don't need to count calories. I know my body, I know what works. If you do need to count calories, they have MyFitnessPal. There's another one called, I think, My Plate. something like that, by plate. And macros, that you can do your macros. So people tend to get macros and calories confused. Macros adds up to your calories, right? So macros are your protein, your carbohydrates, and your fats. And then you have your building blocks around that, which is your micronutrients that you add in, which is your vegetables, and your fruit that you need for your vitamin A, D, K, iron, and things like that. So get your macros in, right? Use a macro calculator and get your macros in and know what to eat, how much protein you should eat, how much carbs you should eat, and how much fats you should eat based on your goal. And then and again, MyFitnessPal is really good for that. I also have a macro calculator on my website, so you can see that too, where you go to getupwithnars.com/meal plans, and you'll see the calculator if you guys need to calculate your macros and what you need to sustain, lose, or gain. But if you're starting your fitness journey and you don't know how to eat or what to eat, how much you should eat for your maintenance, how much you should eat for your weight loss, how much you should eat for your weight gain, again, MyFitnessPal is a really great tool. Use it, get familiarized with it, and again, like I would say, make it simple enough that you can sustain it. Don't make it tedious, because when you make it a chore, you won't stick with it. And if you're making eating a chore and finding out what to eat each day a chore, you're probably just not gonna like it, and you're gonna have to you're gonna quit and not be consistent. And remember, consistency is key. Consistent in your diet and your exercise. Thank you, Naomi. I know I sent you to go bathe, and you're still.
Can I take a bubble bath?
Huh? Not today.
Go
Go
to get a bubble bath in a long time.
Oh, that's not true. Go shower and come on out so your sister can go in. What were your past pregnancies like? Oh, so with my oldest, I had a hospital natural birth. It was a terrible experience. I'll never go back to a hospital to have a baby unless I need to. With my second, I had With my second, I had a home birth. That was Naomi. You see right there. My sister's a midwife, and she delivered. Hello. Stop making all that noise. Huh? So with my second, I had a home birth. Alright, go hang out with Naomi. I'm coming down. 1 second. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be done.
I'm gonna go bathe.
Okay, it doesn't seem like it because I can still hear you out there.
You can hang out with me.
Alright. He pooped, so we're gonna go get that sorted out, guys. Hey from Brazil, what's happening? Hey Keisha. Show my pregnant belly, it's there. So, okay, what was I talking about? Baby. So, Naomi was home birth. 2 pushes, she was out. Caleb was a birthing center, and this baby will be a birthing center. I would have loved to do a home birth again for these last 2, but my husband, he damn near had a heart attack on the home birth, and he was just freaking out, panicky. So he's meeting in the middle where we're doing it at the birthing center. And the birthing center is just like being at home. If you guys follow me on the Cunningham Family, I showed you guys a tour of that, of how it looks. It's like a bed. It looks better than my house. It's real nice. And it's just with midwives. There's no OB. So for these past 2 pregnancies I had, or past 3, I had no OB. I had a midwife and midwives, and that's it. So, and I love it that way. It's all about letting the woman's body do what it's supposed to do in natural childbirth, and letting her have a voice in the labor and delivery room. Because when I was in the hospital, I felt like they were trying to pressure me, and if I wasn't a strong person, I would have succumbed to the things that they wanted me to do. And I just had to be strong in there while I'm feeling this pain, while I'm going through this for the first time. And especially if you're a first-time mother, if you don't know, you better educate yourself, read books, watch documentaries out there. There's a lot of information, especially if you're a black female. Speak up, stand your ground. Know when them labor pains start hitting, you be like, oh, give it to me, give me the epidural, give it to me. But stand your ground and have a partner or whoever's going to be in that room with you, let them know your plan, so you can say to them now when you're not in labor, this is what I want to do, and don't let me sway from this. And then you'll when you go in your labor room or whatever, if you're in the hospital, they can be your voice because they know exactly what you want. And you told them, like, this is what I want. Unless you slap them because the labor pain so I changed my mind. But but oh yeah, and get a ball. The ball is the best. This is my best friend. Like, I had it. This is going to be my 3rd pregnancy that I'm using this ball with, and trust me, it makes the pain so much easier. Hi from Jamaica. Wagwan. All right. And again, like, when you're pregnant, I'm telling you, like, you have to speak up. Let whoever is going there with you when you're having a baby be that voice for you if you can't be the voice. They know what you want, and stick with that. I gotta hold my arms out when he does that. I gotta put my arms up now. Look, he's doing it. Put my arms out. Okay. Says, I noticed you don't do a lot of cardio. Is that because you're pregnant? No, I have foot injuries. Stop yelling at me. I have foot injuries. So I don't do a lot of cardio. And when I say cardio, traditional cardio, as far as running around outside or on a treadmill. I wish I had a Stairmaster in my house. That would be my best friend. Don't look at me weird. I have to do what this kid says to do right now. But my cardio is HIIT. You can do non-traditional cardio, which is, other things. Jumping jacks, high knees, mountain climbers. Alright? It says, not a question. I'm just waiting on you to start postpartum. Me too. I'm waiting. It's going to be on. It's going to be great. Alright? I think I got do I wear maternity clothes? No, I do not. I just wear the same thing that I was wearing before maternity. Or I go up a size, so this way, once I've lost the baby weight and I still need to lose some more, they still fit. Or when I'm in my postpartum and I still have on that excess weight, I could still. So either you go up a size, or that's what I do. I generally just go up a size. But I haven't for this pregnancy because I only gained 6 pounds. So I've not added any new wardrobe. And I don't do the maternity things because they're like one time use. Or if you plan on being pregnant a lot, which I don't. I'm going to tell you guys, this is my last one for real. For real this time. I'm so done, okay? Hi, Fierce, Pat. Hey, Cindy. Transitioning. Cindy says she's transitioning from keto to just eating clean. So if you guys, I'm not going to say too much about keto because I've never tried it myself, but I have researched it, and it does work for certain people, right? Yes. And keto is just like any other diet. It's going to work initially because you're lowering your calorie intake. Let me get it for you. All right, come. And if it's not sustainable, all right, so this is based on my research and things that I've seen that happens to people that use a lot of, not just keto, but just any diet. If you start a diet that, when I say diet now, I am talking about, Caleb, leave that. Thank you. And I'm talking about diet to lose weight, right? When you do those and they're so far from, what is this? Can I have that? Thank you. It's not cooperating. When you're doing a diet and it's so far from your normal maintenance weight or normal maintenance lifestyle of how you're eating, when you stop doing that diet and go back to your normal eating, you're just gonna gain that weight back. So you try to, again, like I said, make small adjustments, things that are sustainable. Unless you're about to, I'm not saying that you can't do stuff because you want to lose this weight real quick. You got this 10-year anniversary coming up and you know you want to look good in the next you got a 3-month goal to go look fine because you got your classmates gonna see you and stuff. But if you're doing this as a lifestyle, remember your lifestyle also includes how you eat. And if you're not going to be on keto all the time, because you can't be in ketosis all the time because it's not healthy to be in ketosis for a longevity, you may gain the weight back. So find something that works for you. Take baby steps. All right, don't just jump on the bandwagon of certain things because it works for one person. You're like, oh yeah, she lost all that weight on keto, I'm gonna go do keto. All right, but then as soon as you stop doing keto, it's not. And keto's not for everyone. If you have certain health conditions, you shouldn't be on keto because it's a high fat, even though it's healthy fat, it's high fat diet. All right. Yes. And once I start my postpartum journey, I will share more on diet and nutrition with you guys. Intermittent fasting is something that I do, and there's different types of intermittent fasting and things like that. So I think I got all of the questions. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm gonna go bathe baby because he done rubbed up in it, sat down in it, booty done in it. Let go. Thank you. Shaking up the camera. Thank you. So say bye. Say bye. This is my first pregnancy and I've gained 12 pounds and I'm 6 months. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Like for my pregnancy, I generally gain 30 pounds. Why are you making up all the fuss? Huh? You cannot have that. Go get me the brush. Can you get me the brush? Huh? I have to distract him. Congratulations on your pregnancy. All right. Most women gain anywhere between 20 to 30 pounds, and that's usually what's recommended. 20 to 30 pounds of healthy weight gain. And will I put on more? I don't know if you will put on more. I can't answer that question. But eat good, exercise, and you can control weight management. So time to go. Say bye. Say bye. Come here with your stink butt. All right. He looks like Nyla. Yes, he does. This is my twin. This is my second twin. We're gonna see who this baby come out and look like. Baby, there's the belly. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go. Say bye. You guys have an awesome evening. Maybe next time you see me, the baby's coming. I don't know. You saying bye? Bye. Say bye. I'm very active at 4 months pregnant. People say no jumping. What's with that? So some people are still, I'm going to tell you right now, like when it comes on to pregnancy, a lot of people don't know. If you were active before and the things that you were doing before, if it's not a contact sport, you can definitely continue. Don't take my word for it. Talk to your midwife or your OB. But as you can see, I still do 90% of what I was doing prior to pregnancy. You know, it's not a crutch, right? You can definitely do it. Listen to your body. Your body will definitely tell you if you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing at this point. Trust me, you'll feel it. Give me a kiss. Now you want to be my friend? Thank you. Right? Some people just see pregnant women and they think they're so fragile or precious cargo you are carrying. But that doesn't mean you're going to hurt the baby. Putting your arms up don't hurt the baby. It doesn't pull the cord. People say if you pull your arms up, that's one of the biggest thing I hear superstitious wise. Put your arms up and you're pulling the cord. That don't even make any sense. But right? So blessings on your pregnancy if you are pregnant. Safe journey. And I will see you guys. Let's go. Get your stuff. We're getting out of here. You guys have an awesome evening. I am out.